Good morning, good morning. Welcome to SlimChat. It's Tracy. Good news. I weighed myself again this morning. And I shouldn't. It's like every day, whatever, the last 2 days. But I did anyway. And I've lost my weight. Yay! Well, it's working. Well, it's working this week anyway. So joy. Joy to the world. I won't sing. So people said they missed the kitty cat quote yesterday. I'm sure I did one. Excuse my cough, but bit of asthma. I know I did one. It was this. They are mostly bald. They have little hair in the wrong places, often the sweaty bits, just the places where we have less. And I'm sure that's what I did. But I'll do another one anyway. Tom humans suffer from alopecia on their head. The hair seems to fall off with age. This looks like a symptom of disease, but it's part of the normal human aging process. Thank goodness I'm not a Tom human, that's all I can say. I have a cold head. However, Gary's Tom human. He likes me to mow his head like mowing the grass. I've got my clippers. Bzz, bzz. It's quite funny when I do it. Because, you know, he says, you haven't done this. I was like, oh, there. Don't really have to, just done. You know, I have to be more insistent on all this bit. And he feels like I should be doing the same at the top. But there ain't really a lot of reason. Don't know what to say. He probably knows now. So yesterday's movie quote. Mr. Pippin said, the only release me she knows was Engelbert. Oh, I loved that. I grew up with that song. My mum wasn't an Engelbert fan because she was a massive, massive Tom Jones fan. And back then, you had like a camp that you belonged in. And it happened with my generation. We were all Donny fans and therefore we weren't David Cassidy fans. But then secretly I did like David Cassidy because he was gorgeous and dreamy and he had some lovely songs. And I really used to love watching the Partridge Family little sitcom thing. So I did have a bit of a David Cassidy poster on my wall as well, you know. But yeah, she was not an Engelbert, but we loved the song. And what I really liked about those days was that when we went to our holiday camp, we had a residential singer there called Ronnie Gibson, who was totally an amazing singer. He came from Wales and therefore he was an astonishingly good singer like all Welsh people are. Well, more or less all Welsh people. And he could sing all those hits. All the Tom Jones, Engelbert, every one of them. And he sounded absolutely brilliant singing them. Sometimes sounded better than they did. He was just brilliant. And the band, his band, they knew all of the songs of the day. So it was pretty cool. Anyway, movie quote was a very small one. It was like, release me. And you did get it. I was kind of like, whoa, okay. So Linda Fairbrother got it. Kim's hubby got it. Sylvia, Jane and Carol all got that it was Independence Day. It was the aliens speaking through Brent Spiner, who was Data from Star Trek Next Gen. And he was up against a glass, all kind of, well, looking like me, with his wonky face, sloshed against the glass thing. Release me. So this one, very easy, but got to get the right one then, haven't you? Because there's more than one possibility. It's, nobody calls me chicken needles, nobody. Nobody calls me chicken needles, nobody. And that's the little name in there is what makes it. I'm sorry, I got something tickling my lip. What makes it kind of unique to that particular movie, where it could be any of them if it was just Nobody Calls Me Chicken, but because it's got needles in it, nobody calls me chicken needles, nobody. What is it? Ta-da! Done. So yes, I'm sure I did do the Pussycat quote yesterday, but you had to today just in case. Whew, yesterday, when did I have a dinner? Oh, I made a roast. It was Sunday. I'd watched Formula One, and I was exhausted after this, because I made a Slimming World roast with roast potatoes. I decided to do them longer so they were more crunchy, and just at a time when Gary has a toothache. He ate them though. So because you can mush them all down anyway, but it was pretty good. But I got a bit distracted watching the race, as you do, and left the chicken in a bit long, but it was still fine. It was just a bit longer than I wanted to cook it, but it wasn't hard or anything. It was all right. In fact, it was all the fat had come out, which is even better. So and we don't eat the skin, so it was all right. I only had one thigh. I don't eat hardly any meat anymore, which I used to eat tons of meat. So I think that's probably why my diet is actually working, because I probably ate, I get pain in this sometimes. Probably ate too much meat back in the day, but now it doesn't taste the best. I still eat rather a lot of, say if I have steak or lamb or anything. But not as much as I used to, because I can't always swallow it. Can't always get it down. And I give it to Gary. Anyway, so that's what I did. I made this roast, and it had Brussels sprouts, carrots and spring greens, which are really, really nice. Well, boy, it was like a sauna in the kitchen, and it was really hot, and I was sweating and everything else. So I had a bit of a busy day, so I did my tutorial in the morning. I'm saying tutorial, but a little bit better, so it was a bit of improvement. And for my new scarf and square, so it's called star-crossed. So I did that in the morning, which took ages. I mean, it was a big long one anyway, so I'm going to do it in 2 parts. And then I settled down to watch the race. As I finished it, it started, which was really good timing. And then I thought I better get the chicken in, so I put that in, and that's why it was a bit too long. So I got engrossed in the race, and it was longer than the cooking time of the chicken. Oh well, at least it was edible and it was nice. And I also made the base of a soup, like a vegetable soup that's got carrots, turnip, butternut squash and onions in there so far, and stock. So what I've got to do now is get all the veg out, blitz it up so it makes the soup thicker, see what it tastes like, season it, and then that will do us for a free soup. You know, when I say free, there'll be no sins. Sins are the unit in Slimming World that you have to count. Lots of things are free food. You can eat unlimited amounts, as you know, fill your boots with them. Well, not your boots, your gob. Gob's better than boots, obviously. So, just had a thought. Word of the day at some point, that will be. So yes, fill your boots with it, sort of. Give us something to eat when we feel a bit peckish, and you know, we don't have any snacks because we've not bought any naughty goodies. You know, last time that we did the Slimming World, and we bought all these Fibre One bars, which are gorgeous, don't get me wrong, and Skinny Whip bars. They have about between 3 to 5 sins, depending on what ones you buy. And if you want a little pick-me-up, then you can have one of those. They don't fill you up. They are this big, like squares. Obviously, I'm trying to get a square out of my fingers. And they're tiny. So, and the bars are about this long maybe, and this one. But they're virtually puffs of air, if you like. Skinny Whips are a bit more substantial. They're a bit more like, I want to say, not a Twix. There was a bar that came out that's very similar to them, that a fattening one, but they actually are more substantial, I will say that. But we haven't bought them because they just encourage you to keep eating sweet stuff. So we've had no cakes, none of the like little cake bars, nothing. So all we have to fall back on as a snack is fruit or yogurt, which again doesn't exactly fill you up. So if I make a soup, and Gary's going to look into making some soups as well, then we can always have a bowl of soup, which is a bit more filling, a bit more warming. And so that's what we've done. Well, I've done anyway. Don't know what it tastes like. One time I had a soup maker, And I used to make them, and I put the vegetable soup in, put a bit of curry in, just like mulligatawny. It was gorgeous. Really, really nice. But of course I couldn't replicate it because it was just a bung in what you think. And I never did write it down. But it was absolutely amazing, and I won't be able to make it again. But I can try, I suppose. Anyway, anything I've got to tell you? I don't think so. I think that's it. Yesterday, Gemma had her results back. It was negative, thank goodness. So they don't have COVID, but they are still ill. I'm just trying to think if there's anything I need to tell you. So yeah, really glad about that. I guess it would have been nice for them if they had COVID and survived it and it was over with and they had the antibodies. But, you know, I'm glad it wasn't, because it's an unpredictable beast. Beastie. Some time ago I saw there was a cure coming for that, made from a snake venom that has the right enzymes in it. Hopefully that'll be out in about a year or so. So we're going to do the proper tests and trials on it. Anyway, I have a hospital appointment soon. Not really looking forward to it. I've got 2. Oh well, it's what it is, I suppose, and I hate that saying. I don't know why I said it, because it really does bug me. Anyway, I'm going to get off and upload this before I say anything else I hate. Nah, there isn't anything really, is there? I suppose there is one more saying, but I can't remember it. No, can't remember. Anyway, good luck with the movie quote. Nobody calls me chicken needles. Nobody. Like the hand. Makes it more emphatic. Anyway, bye for now. Stay safe, take care. Wish me luck at the tip. I'm just... I will help him. Get my little gloves on and throw the light stuff in the little skips. That'll be, you know, my little good deed for the day. Oh, the glamour. Bye for now, everyone.